Video games are bad, especially FPS games. At least, that's what the media tells us.
Video games have been at the center of the controversy surrounding gun violence in America.
Particularly violent video games.
And it has experts and some parents alarmed.
This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace.
But some studies show that video games might make you more intelligent. So what exactly is going on here? What are the true effects of playing video games? Let's find out.
Firstly, we must know about FPS games. First-person shooting games, or FPS games, are a kind of video games that put the player behind a gun in the first-person view, the eye of the protagonist. The first-person shooting game is Maze War in 1973, and later evolved to a more violent theme with 1992's Wolfenstein, 1993's Doom, and then the 1998's Half-Life. Then Half-Life released a mod named Counter-Strike, which pioneer nowadays competitive first-person shooter games.
Now that's out of the way, let's talk about the effects of playing FPS games on the player. Nice. Let's start with the positives first, shall we?
Because of extensive eye usage, FPS gamers tend to have good vision. A study found that playing FPS games improve contrast-sensitive vision, which help you see things better in low-contrast situations such as driving at night or distinguish gray colors.
Studies by New York University of Rochester found that FPS games can improve speed and accuracy of decision making. By having 26 people play games, half of them plays FPS for 50 hours and other half plays strategy game for 50 hours. Then get them tested. Results say that FPS gamers are 25% better at decision making, and the reflex of those who play FPS games are improved.
In FPS games, the character may be running and shooting at the same time. This requires the real-world player to keep track of the position of the character, where he is heading, his speed, where the gun is aiming, if the gunfire is hitting the enemy, and so on. The player's brain must process all of these information and react fast. This requires a strong hand-eye coordination, which you can improve on by playing FPS games. But not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Video games, including FPS, are designed to be addictive. These games are so immersive that it's easy to play for hours without noticing. They create an environment where you feel safe and in control. So playing too much video game will get you hooked and addicted very easily. The addiction will mess with the player's daily routines, such as working, eating, spending time with family, and sleeping, possibly leading to issues like bad school grades, reduced productivity, and other issues.
A research from Psychiatric Association found that violent video games like FPS can lead to temporary aggressive moods and behavior. For example, raging when you can't win the match.
Why is he downstairs? This game is so. This shit. I wish I could see him.
Tilting when your teammate isn't performing well, etc.
Green, what's your problem, Green? What is your problem? Missile alone ramp.
However, there's not enough evidence to point out that violent video games lead to long-term behavior changes and criminal violence.
Contradicting to something we said earlier about vision, gaming can give you eye problems such as short-sightedness, bright eyes, etc. All of these are CVS, or computer vision syndrome, which is caused by spending too much time staring at a screen. Since our eyes wasn't made for focusing things a few inches away for hours, and blue light emitting from screen is also dangerous to your eyes too. Everything in the world has pros and cons, positives and negatives, and video games like FPS are one of those things. You play them, you enjoy them, they can improve your thinking and reflexes, but if played too much, they will make you addicted and waste your time. That's about it for this short documentary. Thank you for watching.